y'all, welcome to a brand new episode of Confessions with Lo. Before we get into the video, first of all, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below, and make sure your bell notifications are turned on. Before we get into this, I feel like a lot of y'all know where I'm finna go with this, right? So I try to be very nice and understanding, and you know, if you send me in something, of course I'm going to read it, because thank you for sending it in. However, this is episode, I don't know what, like 15 I think now. That's a lot of stories, that's a lot of confessions to tell. I have not ever had one video where there was not something confusing in terms of like punctuation, grammar, you saying one thing and it don't make sense, and I gotta try to figure out what you mean in order for the story to be cohesive and make sense in its entirety, right? And I hate to do this, I really do, but it's like affecting like my analytics at this point, because people are having to skip over things and not watch the video in its entirety because they don't understand what's going on. They're confused, right? It doesn't make this segment enjoyable when I'm confused, therefore y'all are confused, so you know, like, you don't know what's going on. So this is my thing, right? From now on, because I do not pre-read these stories, y'all. I don't pre-read these. I like for my reactions to be genuine, and yeah, like I don't want to like know what's gonna happen before it happens, because then when I react to it, that's not real. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what we're gonna start doing. And I hate to do this, but I literally just cannot take it no more. I literally cannot. If you do not proofread your submissions before you send them to me, don't send it in. Number one, please make sure you're always proofreading. You can use online tools like Grammarly is one that everybody be saying in the comments. You can literally copy and paste everything that you say to me, put it on Grammarly, and send me the edited version. That way words are not misspelled, there's punctuations where there need to be punctuations, like everything is correct. If you send me in a story and I can't understand it, if it just don't make sense, it's one big long run-on sentence, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna put it in the video. It will get skipped, and yeah, I don't want to be that person to do it, but I gotta do it at this point, because it's one thing for you to just, you know, like send in something and you may not know, but it's another thing for everybody to literally be telling you that something is confusing and you're in the comments saying, well, it made sense to me. I don't even want to play like that no more. So from now on, if it's something confusing to me, or I'm starting to trip over my words or choke on my words or whatever, and I'm just like, wait, what? And I got to like sit here and read it like over and over, I'm not doing it. It's literally not that hard to just proofread before you send stuff in. Please, 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 please proofread. So if you want your story to be a part of this, and you want to be a part of this journey, and you want to be a part of this segment, and you want us to, you know, like give you advice on all of this and that, all I'm asking you to do is proofread your stuff before you send it in to me, because I'm not doing it no more. I literally feel like I be losing brain cells trying to figure out what y'all are trying to say. I'm not doing it no more. So with that being said, we're gonna move on from that. I hope everybody is on the same page about it. I hope you understand. If you don't, oh well, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not doing it no more. So with that being said, we are going to move on to the very first confession. This one does not have a subject. She said, hi Lo, I need advice ASAP. Girl, I'm so sorry that I'm just getting to this and you sent this in June. I hope you still see it. So she said, I'm not even gonna try to butcher this name. She's from a country in Africa. Her name is, she told me her name, but she said I can call her Madeline. I met this guy while walking home from school. He's a paramedic, and we had small talk, and I ended up giving him my number. We've been talking for a month now, and I think I like him. He made me feel safe every time we talk. He asked me to go visit him, but then I thought of asking him whether he has a girlfriend. This man was brutally honest and said, yes. My heart broke because I really do like this man. I said to him that, nah, I won't come see you since you said you have a girlfriend. This man continues to say, I know I have a girlfriend, but I'm keeping you. I really can't stop thinking about him. Do you think I should still talk to him or just ghost him? Thanks for sharing my story. I enjoy your story times. Keep doing you love. And she said, by the way, I'm 19, turning 20 in August. I feel like you kind of already know the answer to this. If that man has a girlfriend and he's saying he want to keep you on the side, never gonna work. Because then what happens when he leaves his girlfriend and he gets with you? You lose him the same way that you get him, right? Meaning he leave his girlfriend for you and start talking to you, and then y'all be in a relationship, then he gonna have somebody else on the side, and it's just gonna be a continuation of a long ass toxic cycle. So short answer, no, I don't think that you need to keep talking to him. And you sent this in June and it's almost August, so I really hope that you're not still talking to him, but by the slim chance that you are, you need to cut that off, like ASAP. Like ASAP. Just like you said you needed advice ASAP, cut that off ASAP. Like, no. And he's trash for even like still saying like, yeah, I know I got a girlfriend, but I'm gonna keep you. Like, boy, please. So no, sis, I don't think you should keep talking to him, but I feel like you already knew the answer to that. Thank you for sending that confession out. Okay, this next one says, when I thought I was a thug. So she said, oh hell no. Okay, so she said, hello, I previously shared this story with another YouTube, but would love for you to share with your audience as well. Thank you so much for sharing. This takes place at the end of summer in 2012. It was Friday evening. My sister and I had just walked to the tennis court in our complex to buy elotes. That would be Friday night dinner for most families. She had everything: tamales, sopita, elotes, the fucking works, okay? My sister and I were about to find a place to eat outside when these two guys approached us. One we had grown up with, but he don't have a role in this story besides this, so he doesn't need a name. The other, we'll call him Chris. Later, before we decided to go home, we went to check the mailbox. Who come running out their house? Chris. Like he must have been watching us or something. Chris gives me his number and I agree to call him. Had no intentions on calling him really. 3 weeks go by and I hadn't seen Chris around the complex. One day at the mailbox while without my sister, no one other than Chris stops me and asks why haven't I called him. I lied and said I lost it. He gives me his number again and says, if you're not going to use my number, it's all good, but don't put on an act. Oop, not Chris calling you out. Like, stop playing with me. He said, if I give you my number, I'm going to only give it to you if you're going to use it. So stop playing. So she said that night I called him and he came to my building. We walked around the complex, and as we walked around, he revealed that he had just gotten out of prison. Instantly, I was nervous because he was a fucking parolee. And there I was strutting around with him. He was in prison for being a lookout while his friends committed a robbery. I decided to give Chris a chance and not let his past stand in the way. That was so short-lived. We dated for only a month. I ended up breaking things off with him because every time he would ask me to go somewhere with him downtown, I would get this uncomfortable feeling that made me say no. Maybe that was your intuition. At night, when we would link up, he would tell me how some guys tried to run up on him and his friend would have to bust back with the sprayers. Wait. What? Was this like an ongoing thing? Okay. Imagine if I would have went with him. It's possible I wouldn't even be here. I trusted being at his place because it was really his grandma, so he wouldn't let people over nor say where he stayed to protect her. Chris was real secretive when it came to things, especially about his set. I would hear him talking in code and be like, what the fuck are you saying? After Thanksgiving, he gets arrested for violating his parole. The day after his arrest, I see this guy I had a crush on back in freshman year. That night, we do the do and become a couple. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait. So it's just fuck Chris. Okay. She said I was a little thought. I wasn't going to say that. No. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Popping it for anyone I had interest in. Oh, well, when you put it like that, no comment. We'll call him Mickey. Mickey started to kick in doors and I was the lookout. Wait, what? He didn't want to go back to his mom's, so he was kicking in doors and sleeping there. Before he would kick the door in, I would knock, and if there was anyone home, I would say a random name and say, sorry, wrong house. He broke into the place downstairs for me, and we basically made it the sex dungeon. Wait, what? People would come in just to sex their person. That's some wild ass crazy shit now that I look back on it. Wait, what? Mickey was caught in the apartment downstairs from me. The office people had went in and said he's in the closet smoking. Smoking what? Gotta keep it YouTube appropriate for your coins. He was smoking that stuff. Just use your imagination. He was smoking that stuff. The stuff was just a cigarette, she said. He ran upstairs to my apartment and I let him in. We watched as the SWAT team looked for him with a chopper surveying the area. Once the coast was clear, we waited it out at Walmart till nightfall. Night came and we was back on it again, kicking in another door as he made me the lookout. He stole this person's laptop. I then began seeing it on the news. They were calling him the Christmas Bandit. Not the Christmas Bandit. I decided to chill out from doing all of that because I didn't want to get arrested. He asked me to do it one last time and I agreed. Same routine. I knocked. No one answered. This time he went in there and was yelling and cussing. He comes running out, so I automatically start to run too. When he catches up to me, he says he got into a fight with the man who was inside. He was able to give a description of him to the police. Luckily, he didn't see me because I was hiding when I heard the yelling. I convinced him to turn himself in. Just like that, a week later, Chris was out. And we was back to the sneaky link. Okay, so wait. While Chris was in, you was doing all of this with Mickey, and then when Mickey went in, Chris got out, and now you back to with Chris. Girl, bye. She said we weren't together, but we both knew what it was. One afternoon watching the news, I see Chris on there, and it's a video surveillance from a fast food place. He's standing behind this man wearing a lot of jewelry. According to the news, Chris followed him home and unalived him. Soon as I found out, I went to his place to ask him about it. Now, why would you go to the murderer's house to ask? I would be, hello, 911. I know exactly where this murderer lives at. If y'all just wanted to, like, stop by or anything like that. You went to his house to, what? So she said, of course, he denied it. That was the last time I went to his house. He was cool with my cousin, so he started to come to my house. What do you mean he started to come to your house? Why is he not in prison for being a murderer? I'm confused. He was cool with my cousin, so he started to come to my house to see her, but would try to talk to me. I would ignore the fuck out of him. I don't play about unaliving people and think that anyone who does that will get their karma. What do you mean their karma? They need to go to jail, prison. What? As the weeks progressed, Chris is hiding out between his grandma's house and his mom's house. They lived in the same complex. The grandma was on his daddy's side and his parents weren't together. In case you're wondering why grandma didn't stay with the mama. My cousin came inside one late night / early morning, probably around 2 a.m. She was screaming, telling me to come outside. The SWAT team raiding Chris' mama's house, she yelled. The SWAT team then went to his grandma's where they found him. Chris denied unaliving the guy and showed no remorse. To this day, he's in prison for offing that guy. As for Mickey, he served 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days. 666? What? For a B&B. For a B&B. What's B&B? I was grateful Mickey never said I was an accessory to the crimes committed. As for being a hoe, I stopped doing all of that because of these two guys. They met each other in jail and were roommates. From this, I learned to never play with anyone's emotions. Girl, this story was so much, and I feel like you don't, like, it was just so unintentionally so much. Like, you was just saying shit, like, just, like, so smooth with it. Like, wait. What? Girl. Because y'all know normally it'd be, like, the second story that we be like, it's always that second story. It's always that second story. This was, like, but, like, in a good way. Girl, send me a, like, this is interesting. Like, do you have any more stories? Please send them in. If you see this, please send in more stories. I really enjoyed that. Okay, so this next one, or this last one I should say, says, the time I almost got caught up. So she said, hey Lo, told me her real name. She said, you call me Katie in this story. I'm 15 and I like girls. We gonna name the first girl NJ and the second SC. If you get why I picked these names, then you do. New Jersey and South Carolina. Okay. So I was on TikTok one day and saw this girl, and child, she was fine as fuck. So they used to do these TikTok group chats, and my friend made one, and she ended up adding the girl to the group chat. So the girl thought I was fine, and so my friend was being a friend and put us on with each other. We started to be friends, and then we started flirting heavy, like saying bae and baby and I love you and shit. First of all, bae and baby and I love you, that's not flirting. Y'all go together, I'm just saying. So she said, then we started arguing over dumb shit, and I'm not like the arguing type, so I stopped talking to her. The day after, I was on TikTok again, and I saw another girl. Not gonna lie, I was stalking the fuck out of her, so I saw she made a TikTok, and it was like, who want to be friends? I slid up and said, of course. So we started being friends in 1 month, and we was talking. Then the next month, we was dating. My friend that put me on with NJ found out I had a girlfriend and wanted to meet her, so I put her in the group chat with her. Mind you, this is all online. We never met in person. Don't judge me. Tell me why my friend added NJ, and I was scared as fuck because I never told SC about NJ. So my friend was starting to say stuff, and I was so scared. Tell me why NJ and SC started becoming friends. During the whole friendship, my heart was shaking because I didn't want NJ to tell my girlfriend at the time about what we had going on, because my girlfriend was hot-headed. They were friends for a while and are probably still friends to this day. I don't talk to either of them anyways no more, so I don't know, but I love your videos. Keep up the content. Girl. I don't know what to say. Well, they probably, you talking about you almost got caught up, they probably already know, especially if like they friends and you said she got added to the group chat with your new girl. That wasn't by coincidence. They probably already know, but it don't matter because you don't talk to neither one of them no more. So that is what it is. Do I feel like reading another one? Let me see this next one. I'm not gonna read it, I'm just gonna scan it. Okay, the next one that I gotta read for y'all next week, that's long, so I'm not gonna even do it. But thank you so much for sending in these confessions, y'all. Yeah, like I said, let's just be, you know, just mindful, just a little scan, little proofread. That's all I'm asking y'all. I don't feel like that's too much of me asking you to just proofread, just so we on the same page and I'm understanding what you're trying to say, so I can read it in a way that the people can understand what you're trying to say. You feel me? Because I'm good about, you know, like trying to use my context clues, but I don't want to do that the whole video. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. So thank y'all so much. If you made it to the end of this, let me know in the comments what you think of any of these confessions. Emphasis on the second one because that one was crazy. Yeah, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Turn on your post bell notifications. You know what email to send it to if you want to send me a confession. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next week, and I hope y'all have a really good weekend.